Joining us now from Chicago to talk more about this controversial bill, Steve Chapman. He's editorial writer and columnist for the Chicago Tribune. Mr. Chapman, you've written extensively about this issue. I want to know what your take is on this bill in Arizona and what you think the long-term effects might be.
Well, I think it's a mistake. It's going to be very expensive to enforce. It requires police officers to stop and check the immigration status of anybody that they have reasonable suspicion to think might be illegal. We don't know what that's going to mean. A lot of people in Arizona obviously think, well, if I have brown skin, that's probably reasonable suspicion that I'm here illegally. Does it mean if you've got a Spanish language bumper sticker on your car? It's very hard to know what that's going to mean. Most urban police chiefs have already had the opportunity to do this. There's a federal program that encourages it, and they've chosen not to because they think it diverts attention from real law enforcement. It costs a lot of money. It requires a lot of training of police and constitutional rights. And probably most important, it destroys the trust you need with immigrant communities if you want them to cooperate in catching the very few people in their communities who are criminals.
The husband is a commercial truck driver. He was pulled over this morning, as he says, at Val Vista and the 202 at a weight scale check stop. He was then asked to show his documents. He handed over his commercial vehicle's driver's license and provided a social security number. But apparently, according to him, that wasn't enough.
And then he came back and he said, well, I need your birth certificate. And then I said, it's in my house.
And that's when Abden says officers handcuffed him, placing him in a van, transporting him here to the Immigration and Customs Enforcement building in Phoenix off Central Avenue.
I can't even imagine what he felt being put in a vehicle and people watching like he was some type of criminal.
His wife Jackie says she was contacted and told to retrieve Abden's birth certificate. She asked the agent why her husband had been detained and was told,
because he didn't answer the questions correctly. He stated that, his mother is in Mexico currently. That's where she lives. And I asked him, is it a crime for his mother to be in Mexico? And he stated that it's not, but he just thought it would be suspicious. And so
she left work, drove an hour back to Maricopa, where she retrieved his and her documents just in case, showing us Abden was born in Fresno, California. Within about 90 minutes of the time she walked up to the building, Abden was released. Relieved to be out of that building, the two of them still remain baffled.